I constantly get asked, what is my YouTube setup to get my videos to look exactly like this? So what I'm going to do today is not just break down my exact setup, but I'm also going to break down a number of other alternatives that you can get for every item I'm going to discuss that I use that is of a cheaper price or a more affordable price for people that are maybe on a more modest budget. Now, to be completely honest, my setup really isn't that expensive for a couple of reasons, and I'll explain when I get to the camera. But ultimately, there's a number of different great options for every budget. So if you're just getting started, this video will still apply to you, and I'm going to make sure I link everything I talk about below in the description. So if you're interested in any of these things, then you can click and feel free to purchase them. But let's get into it and make sure that if you're ready to take your business to the next level and start to leverage video like you certainly should be as an agent, then you know exactly what to do going forward. What's up, guys? My name is Mike Sherrard with eXp Realty. I train thousands of agents every year to scale their business the modern way, leveraging social media and primarily video. So this is what I'm really excited about, and we'll start with the camera. Now, I use a Sony a6600, which this is the 6400, which I'll get to. The one I'm filming on is the 6600, and the most important thing has been the lens, which I'll get to in a second. Now, the reason why I chose this camera and not some insane $4,000 camera is because when you look at a lot of those other cameras, they have a 30-minute record limit. Now, some of my videos and some of my tutorials are longer than 30 minutes, so I don't want to have to stop and start and cut midway. So I find, I don't know if you agree with me, but the quality of this is pretty good. It's 4K in 1080p or HD. Either one, you can film with these. But these are great cameras because they've got the flip up screen above. So instead of to the side like some, I can look directly at the lens, but also see how I fit, instead of having to look to the side like you would in some cameras. Now, they're also quite small and quite light, which I really like for traveling and for moving around depending on where you're going, if you're filming on the go as well. Now, I swear by this camera. I love it. A ton of other YouTubers use it as well. And again, if you have the budget, the a6600 is a few extra $100 more. I love it because it's got better tracking and things like that. But otherwise, the a6400 is what I use to get to my first 50,000 subscribers. And it helped me make multiple seven figures a year just by leveraging video. Now, if you want to save even more money, then what I recommend is the Canon M50. That camera is what I started with, and it's what a lot of people start with, and you can actually get the lenses I'm about to talk about for the Canon M50 as well, and that's something that's only like $500. It's an incredible camera, really great starter. So if you're not in a position to spend about $1,000, $1,500 on a camera, then the Canon M50 is great. However, if you are in a position to go to one of these Sonys, I do highly recommend it because when I made that change, the difference was astronomical. But let's talk about the lens, which is this bad boy right here. It's the same lens that's on this camera that we're filming on because I've got two of them for either two angles or different setups. Now, this is a very affordable lens, but it's what gives this blurred background look and the focal point on me in the dim lighting, which is kind of a moodier look that a lot of people want, like, enjoy, and want to go for themselves. Now, this is the Sigma f1.4 30mm lens. Again, I will link it below. It's, again, really not that expensive. The build quality is incredible. People swear by this lens all across YouTube, across not just real estate, but every industry. Because again, it's so affordable. It gives such a clear look, and it's a really great quality piece of kit. Now let's talk about the audio, because you can get away with even just using an iPhone. I've got the new iPhone 14 Pro Max, and the quality on that's incredible. So if you're on a really modest budget, then just use your iPhone. But if you do have the ability to get one of the cameras, I highly recommend it. But the audio is incredibly important. Now, if you're on a small budget, I recommend the Blue Yeti mic. That is what I started with in the beginning. It's what a lot of people start with. However, this mic right here is a game changer. It is so much more natural. It has so much more tonality to it in terms of the bass that it delivers, and the quality of it is just second to none. So this is the Shure SM7B mic. You will see a lot of people that do really top-notch podcasts use this mic. A lot of YouTubers use this mic, and it's absolutely incredible. Now, there is two things that you need to get if you want to properly get this mic to sound like this, which is a cloud amplifier, which I will show over the screen here. And what it does is it amplifies this, because this is usually quite quiet. And then the next thing is a Focusrite Scarlett, which is what allows you to plug into your computer. and it's kind of that interface between the two. So those are a couple extra elements you need to get in order to get this to sound incredible. However, this is the one go-to mic that I swear by. I've got two of these as well, and everybody that has one will tell you that it's absolutely incredible. So if you want to go to the next level, the Shure SM7B is by far the #1 recommendation I have. If you're looking to get started, I recommend the Blue Yeti mic, which is a USB, plugs directly into a laptop of any sort. Or if you're on a really modest budget, then just start with something like a Rode lav mic, and you can clip it on your lapel and you can get going with that. But either which way, the audio is incredibly important. Now let's talk about lighting, which is what you get to see behind me and what you cannot see in front of me. So I have obviously these background lights, which you can change to over 16 million different colors, I think it is. But I'll get to those in a second. I want to talk about the light that's actually in front of me right here, which is a Godox 60 SL with a Neewer softbox on top. So it's a softbox light. It's a really high quality one for a very affordable price. It's really affordable. As you're gonna see if you click on the link below, it's only like a couple of $100 at max for this light, but the quality of it is really incredible. It's very natural. It's not too sharp. It's not too glaring, and it's a really affordable light, but it delivers enough power to really light things up in the way that you would want to, very naturally. And then the Neewer softbox is something that again just diffuses it to make sure that it gives that really natural diffusion of the light over top of you. Now, if you're looking to save even more money, there's two different options you can get otherwise. So under $100, what I would get is a ring light, a Neewer ring light. And that's what I started with back in the beginning. And if you really want to save money and you have the luxury of being able to have your desk set up in front of a window, then natural light is honestly one of the best you'll ever get. The only difference is with natural light, you're not going to be able to have this dark setting with all these kind of cool lights behind you. But if you're going for just cost effective and on a more modest budget, the natural light is an incredible way to get started. Otherwise, go up to the ring light, and then eventually you want to get a really nice softbox like this, which again is really not that expensive, but it amplifies the quality by miles. Now let's talk about the final aspect, which is what's behind me here. The lights that kind of give this setting that you can, again, purple, you can make it the colors of your brand, you can align it with your business, you can do all kinds of things with these lights. It's really powerful, and I'll just kind of show you here. It's actually controllable by your phone. So if I kind of bring this up and I want to turn these off completely, with the click of one button, I can turn them off. I can turn them on. If I want to go to different settings, I can change it like this. I can do all kinds of different stuff whenever you want to at the touch of a button. So this is a really cool way to, again, just set your example and set the mood of your videos to give them a bit of an extra flair. Now, what these are Philips Hue lights. So I've got two Philips Hue bars up here kind of pointing against that wall. And then along the back there, you can see kind of over here and behind me, I've got a long, I think it's a 6-foot Philips Hue light strip. And again, it's all Bluetooth, connects to your phone. You can control it with your phone as I just showed you. But it's a really great way to just add a bit of branding, a bit of mood, and a bit of a different feel and a more energetic vibe to your content. But that's it. That's all that I use. It's very simple. Again, I swear by these cameras. This lens is a life changer. But there's so many different alternatives if you want to save money. This is just my setup. And again, looks pretty good. I'm always finding ways to kind of amplify it, elevate it every single year to give you better viewing experience and quality. But if you have any other questions, drop a comment below. Otherwise, that is my YouTube setup. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.